Hello again and welcome. I'm JC Lee, your private teacher. Hola otra vez y bienvenido. Soy JC Lee, tu profesor particular. This is video number 7 in the series Learning English and Spanish at the same time. Este es el vídeo número 7 en la serie Aprende Inglés y Español al mismo tiempo. Today we are going to concentrate on some of the most common English errors and Spanish errors too. Hoy nos vamos a concentrar en los errores más típicos, más comunes, tanto en inglés como en español. Alright, there are many. Hay muchos. So I have divided these lessons in 3 different videos. Así pues, he dividido estas lecciones en 3 vídeos diferentes. And this is part 1. Alright, y esta es parte 1. Alright, are you ready? ¿Estás preparado o preparada? Let's begin. Empecemos. Okay, here we go with the mistakes. Muy bien, aquí vamos con los errores. Número 1. I am agree with you. Totally incorrect. So you don't need the verb to be in this sentence. And the correct sentence is I agree with you. La frase correcta es estoy de acuerdo contigo, but you don't have to use the verb to be here. Alright. Number 2 is beautiful. Alright, is beautiful is incorrect. So you need the word it, okay? You need a subject. Necesitas un sujeto. In Spanish you don't. En español no hace falta. So in Spanish we would say es bonito o bonita. But in English you need the subject it. It is beautiful. All right. Number 3, moving right along. Número 3, seguimos adelante. Another one. Otra. 10 millions of euros is totally incorrect. All right. You don't need the of. And you don't need the S in millions. So the correct sentence is 10 million euros. And in Spanish, la frase correcta en español es 10 millones de euros. Okay, so it is not a literal translation. It is not a literal translation. All right. So number 4. You have the reason is not right when you mean to say, cuando quieres decir tienes o llevas razón. So the correct sentence in English is you are right. You are right. And if you're not, you say you are wrong. No tienes o no llevas razón. If it is negative, si es negativa, okay? Number 5. The first time. The first time is incorrect, especially when you're talking about football. La frase the first time es incorrecta cuando estás especialmente hablando de fútbol. And the correct sentence is the first half. In Spanish we would say el primer tiempo o la primera mitad. Alright, the first half. Or the second half if it is el segundo tiempo o la segunda mitad. Okay. Number 6. The 10th of August. That is incorrect because in English you use the or the ordinals. En inglés se utilizan los números ordinales and in Spanish are the cardinals, son los cardinales. For example, in English you would say, again correctamente, you would say the 10th of August, and in Spanish you would say el 10 de agosto. Okay. Number 7. Okay. She is married with George. Totally incorrect. The preposition in English is not with, it is to. So the correct sentence becomes she is married to George. And in Spanish, we would say está casada con Jorge. So in Spanish, en español, la preposición es con, but in English, pero en inglés, la preposición es to. All right. Number 8. I can to cook. Ooh, another one. I have heard this one a lot in my classes. Yo he escuchado esta mucho en mis clases, incorrectamente. So, because can is a modal verb, you don't need the to. And the correct sentence is I can cook. Debido a que can es un verbo modal, no hace falta poner el to y la frase quedaría I can cook. And in Spanish, you would say, en español dirías, yo puedo cocinar, or you can omit the yo if you want. Puedes omitir el yo si quieres. Number 9. Another very, very common error. Un error también muy, muy común. The people in Spain is friendly. No, that is incorrect. Because in English, in this sentence, you don't need the article the, and the verb is in plural. So the sentence becomes, people in Spain are friendly. No hace falta ni el artículo de, ni el verbo en singular. In Spanish, yes. En español, it is correct to say, es correcto decir, la gente en España es agradable. No problem in Spanish, but in English it's incorrect. And the last one, last but not least. Las últimas, por último, pero no por ello menos importante. I have selected a few words that many people pronounce incorrectly. He seleccionado unas cuantas palabras que mucha gente pronuncia incorrectamente. Alright, so the first one is, la primera es have. You don't pronounce the L, you say have. And in Spanish you would say mitad, or mitad. Okay, the next one is talk. You don't pronounce the L and the A becomes an O. La L no se pronuncia y la A se convierte en O. Talk. And in Spanish is hablar. Number 3, walk. The same thing. The A becomes an O and you don't pronounce the L. So you say walk. And in Spanish is caminar. The next one is one that most people in Spain pronounce incorrectly. La siguiente es una que la mayor parte de la gente en España pronuncia incorrectamente. So you don't say apple. No se dice apple, se dice apple. Apple, para manzana, manzana en español. Alright. The next one is the same. Many people in Spain, or most people in Spain, say Google, Google. That is incorrect. Eso es incorrecto. The correct pronunciation is Google, Google. Alright. And it can also be a verb. También puede ser un verbo. To Google something. Alright. The next one is correct. In English you say correct, not correct. Many people pronounce correct. That is not right. So the correct pronunciation is correct. And in Spanish is correcto. Very similar, very similar. All right. One before the last one, la penúltima. You say control, control. You don't say control, you say control, control. In Spanish it's very similar, control. Not exactly the same accent, but very similar. No exactamente con el mismo acento, but muy parecida. Control, control. And the last one is exam. In English you say exam, not exam, you pronounce exam. And in Spanish it's quite similar, es bastante parecida. Examen. Well, not exactly the same, but... So once again, really fast. Have, talk, walk, apple, Google, correct, control, exam. Alright, please study all these mistakes and try not to make these mistakes next time you speak in English, alright? Por favor, intenta estudiar todos estos errores y no cometerlos la próxima vez que hables en inglés, alright? Good. Muy bien. Okay, before you go, it's time for the joke of the day. Muy bien, antes de irte, es hora para la broma o el chiste del día. Don't miss it, no te lo pierdas. I hope you like it. Espero que te guste. First in English, as usual. Primero en inglés, como siempre. And then in Spanish. Okay, so are you ready? ¿Estás preparado o preparada? Here it goes. Fred is 32 years old and is still single. One day, a friend asked him, "Hey Fred, why aren't you married? Can you find a woman who will be a good wife?" And Fred replies, "Well, actually I found many women throughout my life, and I wanted to marry some of them, but the problem was that when I brought them home to my parents, my mother never liked any of them." His friend thinks for a moment and says, "Hey, you know what? I've got the perfect solution for you, my friend. What you need to do is find a woman just like your mother." A few months later, they meet again, and his friend asks Fred, "Hey Fred, did you find the perfect girl? Did your mother like her?" And with a frown on his face, Fred answers, Yes, I found the perfect girl. She was just like my mother. And you know what? You were right. My mother liked her." His friend then says, "Well, then what's the problem?" And Fred answers, "My father didn't like her." Ok. Muy bien, ahora en español. Fred es un hombre de 32 años que todavía está soltero. Y un día se encuentra con un amigo que le dice, "Oye, ¿por qué no estás casado, Fred? ¿No encuentras una mujer que sea una buena esposa? ¿Cuál es el problema?" Y Fred le contesta, "Pues mira, de hecho a lo largo de mi vida he conocido muchas mujeres con las cuales algunas me quería casar, pero claro, cuando se las llevaba a mis padres a su casa, pues a mi madre no le gustaba ninguna." El amigo lo piensa un momento y dice, "Bueno, pues ya tengo la solución para ti. Lo que tienes que hacer es encontrar una chica que sea igual que tu madre y ya verás cómo le gusta." Bueno, pasan los meses y un día se encuentran de nuevo Y el amigo le dice a Fred, hey, ¿qué tal, Fred? ¿Encontraste a la chica perfecta? ¿Le gustó a tu madre? Y con una cara de pocos amigos, Fred le contesta, bueno, sí, la verdad es que encontré a la chica perfecta, sí. De hecho, era como mi madre. ¿Y sabes qué? Tenías razón. A mi madre le gustó. Entonces el amigo le pregunta, oye, Fred, entonces, ¿cuál es el problema? Y Fred le contesta, pues que a mi padre no le gustó. Anyway, I hope you like the joke. And espero que te haya gustado la broma. It's just a joke. Solo es una broma, un chiste. And well, if you have any comments, questions or suggestions, like I said in my previous video, si tienes alguna duda, comentario o sugerencia, como dije en mi anterior video, contact me. Contáctame, ¿ok? A través del email, through the email, gmailexpress@gmail.com. Ok, it's in the comments, está en la parte de comentarios. Or if you want private classes, o si quieres clases particulares, you can contact me too. También me puedes contactar, ¿ok? So, thank you very much for watching. Muchas gracias por ver este video. And I'll see you next time. Y te veré la próxima vez. Goodbye. Adiós.